What's up, manga fans, and welcome back to another review of Bleach. This week's chapter 632, Friends 2. So, as the title suggests, we get the continuation of last week's flashback, and all I can say is this chapter has definitely left me wanting more. If there's one thing I've always said about Kubo's strong points, it's that he has very good writing skills when he does these flashbacks, and his character development and character interaction has always been, as I said, the strong points of the series, which is what I think is like one of the foundations why people come back to it. Because, as I said, the storytelling and pacing can be a bit sketchy, but flashbacks, character development, and interaction is always fun. And seeing him delve more into the Quincy's past and fleshing out their characters are really great. But there's one also evil thing about Kubo, is he's given us more questions and answers, especially in this chapter, but it's enjoyable. It's not like the frustrating, like, oh come on, like what now. It's more like, oh, that's interesting, like I hope we get more info about this. That's how I feel right now regarding this. But yeah, this chapter was pretty much straightforward. We see Bazz-B basically noting how him and Haschwalth has been training in the forest for 5 years. As we know, last time Bazz-B is the more talented, you might as well say, prodigal child, while Haschwalth is basically unable to tap into any sort of Quincy ability. He can't even collect reishi, so he's pretty much no different from the time they met 5 years ago. So it's kind of like you have one who's overly talented and the other one's completely normal. But what I like is Bazz-B has refused to abandon him. He even contemplating himself, like, why did he team up with someone like him when there's nothing he can really do. But then he's like, he recalls this legend, how every 10 years there's a Quincy that will be born incomplete, and they'll be cold and killed for basically being imperfect. And this is something, I'm pretty sure this is relating to the Ashwian theory, back when Juha used his power and pretty much killed all the imperfect Quincy's. This could be relating to that similar kind of thing. But yeah, obviously that legend was related to Haschwalth, as he's a Quincy who can't utilize any of his abilities. But Bazz-B has acknowledged, and you might as well say admired, Haschwalth's hard work. He's basically, during those 5 years, he's really practiced his swordsmanship and his bowmanship, so he's basically proficient with a sword and bow, even though it's not reishi or anything like that. But the fact that he can do that is, it compensates for his lack of his Quincy's ability. And this is why Bazz-B will not abandon him, because obviously he admires his hard work and they're a team. So later on we see Juha's soldiers come marching into a village nearby the forest, and they basically are announcing the recruitment, which we heard last time from Juha himself, that he's building a stone-ritter army with the purpose of invading the Soul Society. So obviously Bazz-B and Haschwalth overhear this, and Bazz-B is pumped up and fired to sign up for this. He even was saying that to Haschwalth, that the survival of Quincy's, that we should have the right to fight for that survival or that right. And he immediately charges up to one of the Quincy's on the horses and saying, yeah, I'm Bazz-B, this is Haschwalth, we're here to challenge for, or no, to apply for those positions as stone ritters. And as expected, he was kind of brushed off, and the guy just pretty much trotted away. Bazz-B was screaming at him, where are you going? And he's like, well, the recruitment is not now, it's later on, but it's not going to be some walk-in thing, it's going to be quite hard. And he's like, you need to basically prove your worth then. So Bazz-B's like, okay, you think you're looking down on me, you want me to prove my worth, I'll show you my power. And he fires basically a holy arrow right in front of the horse and challenges the guy to fight him. He's like, if I beat you, I'll take your position, then that will prove that I'm worthy. And basically, before they even get a chance to go at it, everyone is pinned down. And I was just thinking, what just happened? And Juha arrives, and he's completely ominous looking with his shadowed figure on his horseback, and everyone is pinned to the ground by his Ryatsu. and this is something Bazz-B noted from before. Is like, so this is the reishi trapping or reishi web trapping ability that he used in previous villages, and he's like, he's a damn monster. So it's kind of explaining what he must do, like pieces of what he's done to invade other villages. This is like, you know, tiny bits of his power that he's used to suppress everyone in such a easy fashion. So what was it? Yeah, Juhan notes that he needs a right hand man, and he thinks he's found it. And Bazz-B, kind of quick to jump on this opportunity, says yes. He's like, if I can become his right hand man, I can get close and kill him. And he tries to draw his attention. He's like, yes, look at me, Juha. I'm the right hand man you'll want. I can get close to you and kill you. And he's struggling to lean up, and before he realizes this, he looks round, and Haschwalth's still standing up, all fine. And Juha says, yes, you Haschwalth, I know you as my other half. You will be my right hand man. And this has left everyone completely shocked, Bazz-B, Haschwalth, and whoever else. And I was just generally confused. I'm thinking, other half, like, does he mean this literally, or does he figuratively speaking, like they're relatives or something, or this is some sort of destined meeting? Because there's one thing I was wondering about this chapter was Haschwalth seemed like he was unaffected by Juha's Ryatsu, and I'm wondering, is that because he is unaffected by his Ryatsu just full stop, or was Juha controlling it not to crush him? But either way, I'm guessing, you know, Haschwalth's power will be completely unlocked, or he'll have the ability given to him by Juha, which we've seen in the past. And yeah, that's all I can imagine what we're gonna see next time. More fleshing out of the characters and stuff like that. It would be good to see, you know, the other Quincy's, the eventual Sternritters in their younger years. Particularly people like, is it Akutron, the one with the glasses? Because we learnt that he was Sternritter N, but his power was never revealed. I can't even remember if the name for it was revealed. So things like that I would like to see. And other information like, where are they? They haven't actually divulged where their current location is and what countries Juhas has invaded. And, you know, is there hollows about and things like that? There's a lot I feel like Kubo can definitely explain to us, and this is why I'm enjoying these flashbacks, because he's set a nice waypoint for him to kind of branch out, explain all these characters' histories, explain, you know, the current past, the history, the location, and what I said last time, how old are these characters? Because they've got to be at least 800 years old to 1,000 years old easily. Bazz-B and the rest of the Sternritters. So yeah, that's more or less it. It was a quick chapter, very enjoyable in my opinion, and I just can't wait to see more of this, depending on how long Kubo will carry this on for. If it goes back to, you know, the current and we see Bazz-B versus Haschwalth in the present, I wouldn't mind that either. But as I said, right now it's very enjoyable. So if you guys got any opinions, predictions, you know the usual, leave it in the comment box below, and I'll speak to you guys next time. Take care.